All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another night of Dakota Collegiate Rocket League. It was an interesting start earlier. My cat is going to be trying to raid me right now, but a Div C matchup did not occur yesterday. Earlier today. Sorry, I'm very distracted by my cat. Very unfortunate. Not annoying at all, but listen, we are back. We have two more series on the night, starting off with a Division A matchup. Division A, surprisingly, maybe not so surprisingly, considering that Division A players don't really put their stuff in the schedule, has only been on stream once so far this season. So I'm excited to get these two teams on the stream, Scott Sterling and PMONEYS Kittens. Joining me on the desk here tonight is going to be a Skull, who has been pretty active on the casting desk this season, which I'm hype about. But how you feeling tonight?
You know, we vibing. Just want to tourney with the team, so that's always a good mood. It's always a good mood.
All right. We're glad to hear that. But yeah, so like I said, starting off the night with a Division A matchup, PMONEYS Kittens versus Scott Sterling. We'll be getting into this one very shortly. Let's go ahead and talk about some stats here, looking at how things are shaping up in Division A so far. Honestly, it's not too lopsided. I mean, there's only one team that is currently 2-0, and they only have a 60% winning percentage. So it seems like this division is actually looking pretty even across the board, maybe minus Late Fee right now, who are currently 0-1, who only have won one game. But they've also only played one series as well. So Division A looking like it's shaping up pretty cool. But tonight we got PMONEYS Kittens and Scott Sterling. And Scott Sterling and PMONEYS Kittens both 0-1 on the season so far, rocking at 40% in the winning column. So meaning they went all the way to game 5, if I'm not mistaken, in their first matchup of the season. So two teams that were very close to taking it in week 1 just fall a little bit short. So we'll see how these two 0-1 teams face off tonight. But let's go ahead and get into who is on both of these teams. And I did not update this one here. Let me get the right image here. This one will be Scott Sterling. My cat is blocking my screen. Make sure this one's good. Hold on. Sorry for the break here. But yeah, Scott Sterling, captained by Whitlock7. He picks up Rob, who is owns a league of his own, as you can see in his name, Rob from CSA. And then joining him is iCosmic, who you guys all know and love, casts and streams a lot, big part of our community. And you guys all saw Whitlock's season last season with Risser. That was a very dominant season from him. He's in that captain role, joining up with another very good Rocket League player of Rob. So we'll see how this team can come out. A lot of people had this team very high. And it was surprising to see them lose in week number 1. So we'll see if they can battle back tonight against their opponent, which is PMONEYS Kittens, and I'll let Skull talk about these guys.
Yeah, so I casted their last game, or the last time they played too, and the big thing I was talking about was, you know, Ecrux is very good, but he's been on a lot of teams that just kind of mess around the whole season, just have fun. So I didn't know what to expect, but these guys came out absolutely swinging. They played so much better together than I thought they were going to for week 1. I don't know if they've played, together since then, if they've been running scrims or if they've been running comp or whatever, but they played a hell of a lot better than I thought they're going to week 1, and I'm so excited. So I mean, you all know Ecrux, mechanical god, just running around doing whatever he needs to. But I think the big kicker here on this team is Shaded. I didn't quite know what to expect from him running, being on this team, being with these guys, how he's going to fit in, like what his play style is going to be. But I mean, he is the definition of just consistency on this team, and I think that's what really set him up in game 1. Granted, they did lose, but they played a lot better together than I was fully expecting for week 1. So I'm excited to see what they bring to week 2.
Yeah, no, I think both these teams kind of have a similar storyline going on. Just the fact that, actually, PMONEYS Kittens, I would say, was a little bit had less expectations than that of Scott Sterling, just because of that Whitlock and Rob combo. I think a lot of people were pretty high on this combo. So again, I think it's going to be exciting. Both these teams, like we had both said now, went to 5 games in their initial week 1 matchup. So we'll see if this one also goes to get 5 games as well. It'll be interesting to see that. So I think we got a great matchup on our hands. I'm glad we're finally getting some Division A on the stream. So I absolutely love casting these guys. Seeing the best of the best in our league is always a lot of fun. But with that all out of the way, party was destroyed. That's cool. I'm gonna re-invite you, Skull. We'll see. Oh, it joined me back. It joined me back. Am I in? Does it say I'm in on your screen as well?
Yeah.
Do you think it's glitched?
Probably.
All right, I'm gonna leave.
Usually is.
I'm gonna leave.
Epic sucks.
Leave and rejoin just to be sure. Get this guy in, invite Shaded. But while we're doing all of this, ladies and gentlemen, we will be doing some predictions here on the casting booth. So, Skull, what's going to be your prediction for this matchup here tonight?
I have to go with PMONEYS Kittens just on the sole fact of the guy who happens to own the club of the other team.
Okay.
I'm gonna take him. I'm gonna take him in 4. I'm gonna take him in 4.
Okay. You said PMONEYS Kittens in 4?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. I like the fact that you gave me the Scott Sterling team. I think this is of K-Tool's Kittens teams in his club. I think this is probably one of his stronger teams. I'm pretty high on the Scott Sterling team. I think the Scott Sterling team will win this one. We've all seen what Whitlock can do. I'm excited to see Rob play. I haven't really seen Rob play too much personally, but what?
8% shooting from Rob. I mean, come on. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Dang, you're calling him out, bro. You're calling him out in the.
As a guy who's been bullied very, very often about his shooting percentage on a regular basis, like every season, I think I have the right to do this. No offense, Rob. You could absolutely murder me in any game mode, but 8% is something. That is something.
I also will say, for those of you that don't know, the Scott Sterling team, part of K-Tool's Kittens, is literally 0-7 right now. His entire club has yet to win a series. So the fact that we get a chance to see this K-Tool Kittens club get one under their belt is going to be funny. But I mean, Skull, you and I both know Alex or K-Tool very well, and this does not surprise me at all to see his club failing to have a singular win.
No, not at all. I mean, I was Furtago. I see you in chat. I have to say, I was part of the back-to-back K-Tools team and Div C losing the other night. So, I mean, the vibes for the K-Tool club are definitely not the highest right now, if I had to guess. But if there's ever a time for a comeback, it starts now. So I'll give them that at least.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a lot of fun to see. We got Futago saying he's putting 5 gifted if they do win, which will be a lot of fun. You know, screw it. I'll say 5 gifted if PMONEYS Kittens win. So either way, the channel's getting 5 gifted. So we'll do that little fun bet, Futago. Ooh, we got is that Bop It in the chat as well? Trey Ray coming in. Haven't seen you in a while.
He does bring up a good point. I don't think we've discussed this enough yet. PMONEY is a pro gooner.
Oh, that does make a difference, huh? It does make a difference.
I mean, you would know. You've got more experience in that kind of area of the world than I do.
Are you just saying that because like I'm like a boomer or older and have more experience, or what's that?
Do I need to pull up the clips? I will pull up that.
Yeah, okay. We'll
hijack your stream and we can pull up the clips.
we won't go there. Ladies and gentlemen, this matchup is getting started very shortly. There are some predictions up if you want to put some boost in at the last second here. And we will be getting this show on the road. Am I lagging? Am I good?
No one's joining. I'm sitting and spectating right now.
Okay, I'm getting like latency variation.
Oh, we're gonna get a classic Hayden stream.
Maybe
2 pings.
Yeah, the classic.
2
if
pings.
You know, you know. where you get 2 pings. That would actually be in, that was a time. Okay, looks like we're joining up. We will be getting into this one very, very, very shortly. But okay, here we go. Toss it over to this. Ooh, I forgot to put it on. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Sorry. L streamer. All right, we should be good to go now.
So much. Oh, we've missed so much already. They don't even know yet.
Yeah, they've missed absolutely much. But anyways, game number 1 underway here. Scott Sterling going up against PMONEYS Kittens.
Oh, I mean, just free. But I will say, in Frutago's games, this is exactly how they started. They scored immediately, and then everything went downhill. So I'm not saying that's gonna happen again, but this has, from what I know about K-Tool's teams, this has been the common denominator here. So.
Indeed, we will see if he can keep that up. 30 seconds in, Scott Sterling, like you said, off to a good start. But listen, we're not going to get our complete hopes up yet. We will have to see it to believe it. Rob in the corner here, trying to take control. Maybe gonna have a follow up, but shaded there to cut it off early. Whitlock trying to control in his own corner here, but does get bumped off by Ecruxed. But iCosmic, who his name is now Jorda apparently in Rocket League, love that. But the ball gets popped up here. Hypnotic's going to rip a free shot away here, but Whitlock is there to save the day.
Yeah, oh, this is a lot of not boost for PMONEYS Kittens here. Hypnotic got to take one into the corner and just play times. You get a decent 50. He kind of does. Ecrux is there. That's just going to give possession back to their team, though. He does follow up with a good bump shaded there for the follow-up touch off the backboard. What does Rob do? He kind of gives it to him, but a nice pinch will follow into the corner here. Now Cosmic going up. A fake challenge from Ecrux, and then he finally does go. Can he land on ball? He does not. Rob takes that away, bangs it into the corner. Get a pass out mid. No Hypnotic there. This is still not a great ball for PMONEYS Kittens here. But Cosmic taking time, taking as much time as he needs to. Whitlock just fighting between 2 guys there. Ecrux up. Can he get the angle? It's off the backboard. It's kind of there for a second, but no one there for PMONEYS Kittens to follow up. Now Whitlock, does he go for the pinch? He does, but it's not a good one. Rob gets dunked by Hypnotic. This one might be free if Hypnotic can place it correctly, which he does. And a great play from Hypnotic going coast to coast.
You absolutely love to see that from Hypnotic, the captain. He had an amazing season last season on that PMONEY team. And made it so far. It's good to see him having some success here without the likes of PMONEY. It's a great play from him and Ecrux. I believe him and Shaded are actually roommates. I think I saw him reach back for a fist bump after that goal. Unfortunately, Shaded is being too much of a loser to have his cam in, so we won't be able to see that both happen at the same time, but maybe another day. Whitlock trying to get a nice 50 here. Cosmic gonna have a shot, but Ecrux there to deny. Hypnotic gonna have yet another chance here. Rob's gonna try and float, but Hypnotic gets it around 1. Luckily, Whitlock is on the backboard. Good composure there, controlling that ball, maybe looking for one more. Cosmic gonna dive in on this ball, cannot find contact. And we have a tie game halfway into this game number 1.
Hypnotic awkward there, trying to make a touch that he can't, and this one gets banged up into mid. Cosmic is up, so you get the double. He does not. That one floats out mid. A free ball for Shade, though, who does take possession. Can he get around Rob? He cannot. That's a great challenge, but another 50 will boom that ball into Scott Sterling's half here. Now, oh, a big demo coming out, clear in space. Whitlock says, get out of here, get out of my half. Rob taking possession here in the corner. He does get it around 1, but shaded there. Ecrux goes as well. This one's back out. Do we see Hypnotic go early? He does, and he did pick up that mid. That's huge. This is free if he can get it down early enough. Does he get the double? He kind of 50s his own teammate. And now Shade is in such a bad spot. He needs to pick up this corner. Cosmic going for the pre-jump. That's smart, but can't get there. Now Whitlock a little bit awkward here in the midfield. Boom over to Rob. He will just pop it up in the mid. Ecrux there. Does Cosmic go? He does get a big 50 on Hypnotic. That one's out into the corner. Shading kind of with a free shot here. Rob rotating back a little bit late, but he does have enough boost to take control and try to get something going with it. He 50s one. That one's just a free ball. Whitlock needs to make a great save, and he does. Cosmic there. He doesn't find the touch, though. A huge pitch from Whitlock with the help of Hypnotic going back into PMONEYS Kittens half. And now Shaded just so awkward. He gets a free ball to Rob. Does Rob do anything? He leaves it for Whitlock. Does Whitlock go for anything? No, he just gets a single weak touch, and that will amount to absolutely nothing.
Absolutely insane defense being played from both of these teams so far. Let's see some crazy stuff coming from Whitlock and Ecrux on the opposite side as well. very defensive game so far. Only 2 goals between both of these teams with 50 seconds left to go here. Shaded is going to have a chance here, but what another save coming from Rob. This ball cannot find its way into the back of the net. Like I said, defensively, I'm speaking that into existence. Just so solid from both of these teams so far. Time ticking down. Hypnotic. It's a good 50 here. Gonna maybe look for one more around Whitlock, but cannot get good control. Shaded goes missing on the play. Whitlock, free play here. Flick is on. Goes a little bit wide. That's a beautiful flick. And almost finds the back of the net. 20 seconds to go. Are we gonna see an OT?
We might see an OT. This is a very dangerous ball. Hypnotic luckily is there for the touch, but Whitlock, he has so much possession. He gets the pop. He grabs the mid boost. A bang down to Cosmic, but Cosmic can't make the touch. Rob pop off the backboard. He can't follow up. Hypnotic needs a touch. He doesn't have it. Whitlock throws it on. Is anyone in net? And I don't know if that was a ghost touch or he just barely missed it. But oh my, that is unfortunate if you're betting on PMONEYS Kittens.
Yeah, it really is. You see double commit desperation come out right at the last second. 3 seconds to go. Scott Sterling surge to the lead. Kickoff is going to be huge. Shaded does put it up. It's going to get up here. Hypnotic gets the boost as well. Going to look for one touch midfield. Whitlock being an absolute menace on the backboard. Able to hit that ball down, hit the ground. And Scott Sterling going to be your game number 1 winners as they take the early series lead.
Yeah, and what a game 1 that was. I mean, we saw goals from both teams. We saw a last-second push and even a crazier last-second push. But, I mean, Whitlock, 700 points, and we almost have a double Tony Snell. You see a Tony Snell from Cosmic and almost a Tony Snell from eCrux. How often do you get to see one player on both teams with under 100 points?
Yeah, no, that's pretty rare indeed. I'm just surprised. I mean, for both of those players, for that matter, but especially eCrux, who's the second man on that team, dropping a 58 bomb. That is not what you want to see if you are a PMONEYS Kittens fan. We'll see if eCrux can get a little bit more involved this upcoming game. Maybe a little bit of a warm-up there for him. But again, we will see exactly what goes on here. Again, it is not often you're going to see eCrux with 58 points. But game number 2 getting underway. We'll see if this one's any different.
Yeah, no, we definitely need to see more from eCrux. And oh my god, Shaded with the dunk to start it off early. Pretty sure the pass came from eCrux. Yup, he comes up. Is that a ceiling pitch? Not quite, just a great drop down pass.
Yeah, no, that's a great start though. 8 seconds in, and PMONEYS Kittens find a lead here in game number 2. And maybe an opposite version of what happened last game as eCrux able to get involved here. A great flick off the kickoff. And in 12 seconds, PMONEYS Kittens have secured 2 goals. Pretty much an opposite of what's going on last game. Defense not holding strong, not able to keep the ball out of the net. PMONEYS Kittens off to a great start.
2 goals in 12 seconds, and eCrux already doubled his amount of points in 12 seconds that he had last game. So, I mean, we called him out, and he's already going after us, you know, showing us that he can, in fact, still play this game that we call Rocket League. So, I mean, shout out to him. Shout out to him.
Love to see it. We'll see if he can continue that onslaught here. As Rob looking to control, gets bumped out. Shaded a little bit out of position here. Able to hit it around from Rob, but almost gets pool shot into that one. Scott Sterling are trying to get some of these goals back. See if they can do that. Rob, another free touch. Gonna bring it up off the backboard. Whitlock gonna have a shot opportunity. The defense holds strong. Shaded gets it off to the side. The team effort there. He's gonna get a 50 on Cosmic. Fortunately for Shaded, can't get a great touch on it as Hypnotic makes a defensive 50. Whitlock still going to have control, though, looking for an insane pass midfield, but Cosmic goes missing on the play, able to find a plan B 50. Rob hits it over. Both of these members, Hypnotic and eCrux, in the corner here. A little bit of a miscomm, but they get it together and they send this into the blue half.
You know, can I just point out, I don't know what wheels Rob has on. I've never seen them, but they are 2 different colors.
They are. I can't remember what they're called. I've seen them before. But yeah, I think they're like one of the only wheels that do that. I've never seen those. That's insane. I'm kind of jealous.
A little bit of ball knowledge. I take back everything I said. Take back everything I said with 8% shooting. You're a beast.
It's actually the Battle Bus wheels. That's what they are. Fun fact, it's actually it was like they were like featured in some of like the thumbnails and stuff that they use all the time. That's the only reason why I've seen them before. But But yeah, nice wheel choice coming out from the man himself as Ecrux trying to take over here. Hypnotic, decent first touch, gonna find another, maybe one more, trying to get it midfield. Very far second man from Shaded there, but is going to work out. It's a great control touch from Ecrux, maybe trying to find one more. Shaded in position, but defensive off the backboard is Scott Sterling. And now Rob, nice controlling touch, but denied early by Ecrux. He's gonna save his flip, not get the best touch. Shaded tries to pop it low under Whitlock, but Whitlock is gonna save that every day of the week.
Oh, an unfortunate miss from Cosmic and a big save from Hypnotic. Cosmic does steal that corner though. Now Rob's got a free ball here. Never mind, Shaded jumps him early. Cosmic patiently waiting, doesn't play the 50. This one's actually open. Whitlock can't get back to it. Ecrux goes for the breezy on the open net just for the style points.
Yeah, that's the Ecrux we love and know. That is a beautiful little breezy there. Like you said, Ecrux is going to be one of the more mechanical players in all of our league. A nice little showing of display there from Ecrux to put the third goal in for PMONEYS Kittens. And Scott Sterling not able to hold on defensively like they were last game. But that's a good pop around one, but Hypnotic, good backboard or backside rotation there. He's getting bumped off the ball here, but Ecrux quick to take over. See if Shaded can get anything going here. A little bit of a slow play. Hypnotic can't get a beat around. It's just Ecrux. I'm noticing the rotations from PMONEYS Kittens are a lot more solid. Not as many double commits and stuff going on. So it feels like they've definitely warmed up a little bit here. Definitely proving to be the better team here in this game number 2.
Yeah, big save, an unfortunate miss from Whitlock there. As you see Ecrux on 0. He's trying to fake it until he makes it. He does get a nice pop-up. Shaded will take control. A good first touch. Rob, not the best jump. Whitlock is luckily there for the save to bail him out. Now not a control touch on the sidewall. He just goes for the bang. Ecrux goes early, and Rob plays the shot, and Ecrux misses. A tactical fake from Ecrux leads to another goal.
Yeah, tactical fake indeed. Rob, he's seen what Ecrux has been doing all game long. Has to trust the shot. But Ecrux does not have it. And PMONEYS Kittens now with a 4-goal lead, starting to run away with this game number 2. We'll see if Scott Sterling can find any sort of momentum going in. But that's a nice little floating defensive play there from Ecrux. Cosmic can't find a great touch. Ecrux, chance of his own. Just going to try and air dribble this one in. Hypnotic diving in. And that's not going to result in anything. Rob, a little bit of a back pass. That's Cosmic. Gonna pop it towards the backboard. Hypnotic, not the best touch. Gonna allow Cosmic to have a shot on. Shaded and Cosmic combine for a shot. Rob has an open net, can't find it. And those are the chances you need in order to come back, trying to get some momentum going. And those are the ones you're gonna want to get moving forward in the series, even if this game is completely lost. But maybe not. Whitlock able to find an opening off of a double commit. Scott Sterling are on the board.
Yeah, a massive miss from Rob. Luckily, they get it back. I mean, anything can happen. We saw 2 goals in 12 seconds, so we're going to need just a little bit more than that if we want Scott Sterling to come back from this one. But, you know, a goal at the end. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right. I was going to say a goal at the end just is great for momentum, but not when you give up another kickoff goal immediately after.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, I think at this point, if you're Scott Sterling, this is where you start playing for momentum. Try and just get one. Get anything going into next game. But yeah, with that one there, PMONEYS Kittens are actually threatening a Brazil here if they can get a couple last-minute goals. Hypnotic going to have a chance to do that. If Cosmic can't make contact, Hypnotic fakes it low, gets a nice flick around the last. And Hypnotic with an absolute 1v3 here. Beautiful shot, beautiful placement. And PMONEYS Kittens are up by 5.
Yeah, great flick, great shot. I mean, it's easy to go for those when you're up 5 with 30 seconds left. You know, nothing really matters if it goes south. But, yeah, I mean, this is a very important moment at the start of every DCRL season. We find out which teams are teams of culture and which teams are teams of not culture. Scott Sterling is a team of culture, and Alex has, you know, coached them right. They will give up the Brazil just for the memes here.
Oh, that's how that works. I don't know. I don't know if I believe that from Whitlock. I think it looks like they're trying to get a goal here to deny the Brazil. That's a great shot and a pass, but it does get denied. 10 seconds to go. Ecrux is pre-jumping Cosmic on that ball. Rob desperately trying to claw, trying to get any sort of goal here. Chance here for a Brazil. Whitlock going to pop it high. Will he be able to stay in front? He cannot. Hypnotic pops it high. Rob is reading that one. Can they keep this ball alive? Ecrux will. Gonna go upfield. Whitlock gonna let that ball drop. And looks like they are indeed not a team of culture, Adam. I think you are completely wrong in that statement.
I'm gonna have to DM K2 about that one.
Oh my goodness.
That's just unacceptable.
Ecrux.
Cosmic, bro. What do we do?
Oh, I was just saying Ecrux. Going from 50 points to 808 is such an Ecrux thing to do. That's an insane stat line.
No kidding.
And but yeah, obviously the elephant in the room there is going to be iCosmic. Couple back-to-back not so great games from him. We'll see if he can try again and try and just find a way, be a little bit more involved going into this third game. Luckily for Cosmic, that first game did go in his team's favor, but again, gotta have all three members firing on all cylinders for the most part in order to beat teams like PMONEYS Kittens here. So we'll see what he can do moving forward.
I just gotta say, I despise that team name. Like, I get it because it's Ecrux, but like, I just can't say it. It's just, it hurts me every time. It irks me. It gives me just pain in my chest.
See, we haven't, like, previously in DCRL, right? We give people, for the most part, pretty good freedom to make whatever they want, as long as it's PG-13. Have I had to deny some people some team names? Of course, but we have never had somebody's like name in a team name before in 7 seasons of DCRL, and all of a sudden this season we have like 3. Which is just kind of weird to me. But listen, the world works in mysterious ways. We will never know. But game 3 is underway here. This is going to be a very important game. Game number 3. Both teams 1-1 on the series. Ecrux with an insane flip reset bump as well. And Ecrux looks like he has gotten comfortable in this series. Flip reset bump on the last man. That is an insane shot and an insane play coming from the second man of Ecrux.
I mean, maybe my brain doesn't work this way, but I'm assuming that flip pop was not the one he wanted. But luckily, he had enough boost to just say, "Screw it, I'll just throw my car into his and have it work out." Great improvisation. If that's what he went for, shout out to him. But Whitlock answered very quickly after that.
There we go. That's a great touch there from iCosmic. He was actually looking for yet another touch on that one, and I think Ecrux maybe thought he had it. Kind of almost faked him out. Cosmic getting involved, and a great shot there from Scott Sterling as they tie it up. Just 50 short seconds here into game 3. That's a great kickoff from Ecrux. He cheats hard on that one. Able to put it into this blue half. That's a big demo, though. I think it's going to disrupt the offensive rotations there. And now Rob trying to find a 50. Cannot do so as Hypnotic looking for a clear. Trying to get a piece of that as well. Whitlock going to have an opportunity here. Looking for a double. But Ecrux, great backboard defense. Keeps it out of harm's way.
Yeah, big pop from Hypnotic here. Ecrux chasing demo. This one's free if he can get it. He doesn't. Hypnotic fakes it. A massive pinch. This one's going off the back foot. Can Shay get a touch? He cannot. And Whitlock slots it. They go from being in so much trouble to just having the freest goal of their life.
Yeah, if you're shaded, he's definitely going to want that one back. You can see him just kind of panic there as the last man back. It's hard to play those plays, right, where it's just a crazy pinch. Never would expect it to go there. You kind of have to panic. Unfortunately, he cannot find the touch. And it results in a goal for his team. Ecrux, though, trying to even the score once again. But Whitlock now going to have an opportunity. Not a lot of boost in the tank. Going for a reset. Cannot get it, though. But Rob able to keep this ball in his own half here. Cosmic a little bit out of position here. Kind of gets caught up sniffing the butt of Rob. Shaden now going to carry it the other way. It's just Cosmic back.
Pause.
He's able to get a nice touch there. Looks like Ecrux looking for one midfield. This is going to be dangerous. It is just shaded back. Luckily, he challenges early and able to make the save.
Ecrux, that's a great pop to himself here, but Rob plays it even better at the backboard defense. Shaded throws it. Cosmic needs to get something. It's not the greatest touch, but it does go to Rob, who just bangs it. Hypnotic with the pop. Ecrux is going to take over. Do we see a passing play? Cosmic on 0. Whitlock needs to make a touch. He does, but he gets demoed for his efforts. Rob, luckily there, a great turn. Great rotation by him. And another pinch into the half of PMONEYS Kittens here. A race for that back left boost. Rob does get it. Now Hypnotic off his backboard. He needs to solve time here. He needs to let his team get something going. He gives the ball to Whitlock for free. Shaded up. He just going to make one awkward touch. Crux goes immediately. Whitlock gets it over him. Does he see a double touch? We do not. Hypnotic drops it down. Rob into the corner. It's a free shot. He gets it on. And Rob slots it.
That is a nice shot there from Rob. Nice little first touch here. Shaded doesn't get the touch he wants. And Crux kind of cheats up a little bit. Tries to put a hand up and get a block. But just cannot get a piece of it. And Rob slots it. Halfway into game number 3 here. Scott Sterling have a pretty considerable lead here. And right after a nice shot, Rob goes missing on that play. Maybe a little bit of a fake from Crux. It's kind of hard, or from Hypnotic here. Yeah, I think Rob was kind of playing an early flick there. Hypnotic's able to fake him out and bring it back within 1.
I don't, I'm not one to tell teams what they got to work on, but kickoffs might be an issue for the Scott Sterling team.
They just might be.
At least this series.
They just might be. We'll see. We see Futago literally at the same time you just said that in the chat, saying he's kickoffs, bro. It was like simultaneous. You guys were reading each other's minds there.
Oh, bang, bang, bang. Whitlock just doing Whitlock things.
Yeah, no, that's just a great shot there. Look at that 50. Able to get a nice little read on that play as well. Shaded, just nothing he can do there. That's a great play from Whitlock. See if that can pick up here again. Cosmic kind of been quiet again. I think he's probably doing a little bit better on the point side of things than he was last game. I can't check the leaderboard, but again, a little bit quiet so far. I don't know if he's been able to get his name on the scorecard as well. I'm sorry to call him out like that. That's a great pre-jump, though, from Rob! Oh my goodness gracious. You can see him absolutely flexing in the cams as well. You absolutely love to see that. Reed's shaded like an absolute book, and Rob is showing out here in game number 3.
Hey, I mean, you called his name, you said to look out for him, and he's getting to the point where I was expecting him to be exactly from the start based on what you said, so I love to see that.
Yeah, now Hypnotic takes over, a minute and a half left. They are going to need 3 goals with not a lot of time left on the clock, but Scott Sterling is just keeping the pressure on and just wasting so much time. Whitlock a little bit awkward here. Crux looking for maybe a pass midfield. Rob there to deny. This is going to be awkward here. Hypnotic needs to try and play it, but Whitlock, again, a great read. Passes it midfield for Rob, and the Whitlock-Rob connection is absolutely strong. That is such a good play from the top 2 players on this team.
Yeah, just an absolute dime. Great passing play. And Rob, 100% shooting. That's what we like to see, Rob. That's what we like to see.
I'm sure he'll be happy about that one. He wasn't too happy about his 8% shooting percentage. And I would love to see the amount of times that Cosmic has been demoed in this series so far. I feel like every time I'm about to think about him, he's just dead. He just gets absolutely demolished. I've also said absolutely 3 million times tonight, so I'm gonna try to stop saying that. But yeah, like I said though, it's just hopefully Cosmic can try and find a way to stay alive in this series. Maybe a big part of why he hasn't been able to find too much momentum in this series so far.
I mean, I would gladly just get a car in my face every 4 seconds if it meant my team was going to win 6-2.
I guess that is true.
To be fair.
I'm saying that while Scott Sterling is completely dominating, but just seeing how this series has shifted back and forth as well. Game number 2, PMONEYS Kittens literally almost Braziled, and now it's pretty much a complete opposite of that storyline. Scott Sterling taking game number 4, 6-2, as they progress now to match point. 1 game away. Scott Sterling are 1 game away from giving KITTENS Kittens their first win on the season across 4 different divisions. We will see if they can do the impossible here in this upcoming game.
Holy Tyler AG stat line from Whitlock, if you know, you know.
All right. Listen, as long as I'm on the desk, we are not prohibiting any Tyler AG glaze.
Come on! Did you not look in general the other night? Come on!
Well, of course I did. Listen, he literally came into my DMs, Tyler AG, and he was like, he was like, "Are you gonna apologize?" And I was like, "I'll apologize after you guys make land. You got a long ways to go, bro." he was just fishing for it, bro. And I was like, "Yeah, no." But anyways, Tyler AG is not in this series here tonight. This is Scott Sterling versus PMONEYS Kittens. Again, Scott Sterling right now on match point. Like I said, have a chance to secure the deal here in this upcoming game. But if the pattern holds true, this is PMONEYS Kittens game to win. And we'll see if the pattern rings true. Game number 4 getting underway. This could be the last one on the night.
Yeah, no, I mean, just a tale of two stories here, really. You go from Ecrux started off really. But you go from a really close game 1 to a Brazil to an opposite almost, or to a almost Brazil to an opposite almost another Brazil as well. So like,
yeah,
I mean, no consistency really.
Yeah, there really is no consistency. It's going back and forth. There is no momentum being built in this series. It is just a slaughter fest, if you will. And Ecrux is starting off just like he did in game number 2 with that kickoff goal. Almost gets a second one. Should have been basically a mirror image of what happened in game 2. This is a good chance. You're Hypnotic running some disruption there, but Rob is able to control this ball. It's going to go off the backboard. Nobody's on the backboard. Try and keep that ball out of harm's way. Luckily, Scott Sterling wasn't able to have a good second man. That's iCosmic. Gets a decent 50. Whitlock going to have a free toucher. Good pass up for Rob, but Hypnotic jumps that ball. Another chance here. Whitlock actually has an open net. Almost turns it into a double. Cannot quite get it. And Scott Sterling are on the pedal here. Minute in game 4.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, it's do or die for them right now. They need to get something going. That's so awkward for Ecrux. And Whitlock, can he throw it on Ecrux? Just jumping and floating for joy. Can anyone touch the ball, please? 2 people do. It's still so dangerous, but shaded there. A big 50, but it's going to be free for Whitlock. Does he get the read off the corner? Ecrux beats him to it. Rob pass to himself. Hypnotic with a great backboard presence there. Cosmic with the card change, putting it into his corner here. And a great angle from Hypnotic, but Whitlock reads it beautifully for the save.
That was such a good shot from Hypnotic as Whitlock's faking it low here. Cosmic with a chance to put his name on the scorecard when it matters most, and he does. That's a nice little pop shot there from iCosmic to tie this game up just a minute and a half into game number 4.
Hey, you've been calling his name all series. You asked for it. He finally shows up. All he needs is just the titanium white octane heat wave. Sometimes it's just all the guy needs.
That card change. Listen, bro, card change does so much for your mental sometimes. I'm not a really big believer in that. Fortunately, I do not have that type of vice, but listen, it works for some people, bro. I don't really understand it, but hey, whatever you gotta do to try and play a little bit better. iCosmic does that here. Nice goal from him. Yeah, time is ticking down though. Scott Sterling, of course, gonna try and end this here as Hypnotic's trying to place a shot, but again, the defense from Scott Sterling, minus game number 2, has been pretty strong tonight. They do so here. iCosmic popping in midfield. Whitlock shot opportunity, but Shaded trying to save that ball, but the shot is too powerful. Whitlock powers through.
Yeah, great pass from Cosmic. Whitlock throws one on right into Shaded's face. Hypnotic can't get out of the way. That's a very, very unfortunate own goal.
That was actually kind of reminiscent of like the Scott Sterling video. I mean, of course it's not that team, but like just drills it right in his face.
Pause.
Hey, yeah. We'll see if, again, I feel like both third men on this team, I'm not usually one to call people out, but I feel like both third men have been a little bit quiet in this series so far. Shaded a little bit quiet as well. See if he can try and get something here. They're going to need it here in this game number 4 as he gets a decent 50 here, but Rob is going to have a free clear. Hypnotic gets on that one early. Decent 50. He's going to maybe have a follow. Not quite as Ecrux is there, though. Good first touch. Going for a reset. Fakes one. Rob's awkward. Oh, my goodness. Cosmic saves the day. Hypnotic shot on, but Whitlock with an insane save on the goal line. It's just the defense from Scott Sterling. They are truly bringing out their inner Scott Sterling here tonight.
Yeah, that is for sure. Hypnotic going on the sidewall here. Whitlock just waiting in the corner. The boost never spawns for him. It finally spawns. Does he get it? He earned that boost. He fully deserved it. It gets a touch around one in the air. Does he get another one? He kind of does. He's leaving it. Rob jumps as well. Hypnotic there. Cosmic just a shot on. That's not very good. Cosmic goes as third man, and it is absolutely free for Shaded, who throws it in for the tie.
Yeah, no, if you're going to go as third man there, obviously you're trying to get a bang or some sort of shot there, but it's the absolute worst case scenario. Whitlock's not able to get back. The game is now tied 2-2 with a minute and a half to go. And with that play there, gives PMONEYS Kittens a little bit of momentum here. Cosmic, though, with a good clear. Rob is going to follow up on that one. Thought he might have been able to get over that one, but Whitlock beats out 2. I don't know exactly what happened there. Maybe a miscomm on the side of PMONEYS Kittens, and Whitlock just easily pops that ball in.
You know, this is just a really cute moment for PMONEYS Kittens. Like, hey, you hit the ball. No, you hit the ball. No, you hit the ball. And Whitlock's like, all right, guys, we're going to play the game here, and he just stops it.
I feel like that's a very good representation of what happened. I like that dialogue there. But Scott Sterling in the lead here. PMONEYS Kittens, again, going to have to try and claw back. Good chance here. Is Ecrux trying to fake around one. Shaded should be able to control this ball. Popping up high. Whitlock going for a demo. Can't find it. But again, the defense from specifically Rob and Whitlock has been so good. They are dialed in right now. Hypnotic, though, might have had a chance, but the shot just barely offline.
Shaded going for a touch. He doesn't get it. Ecrux is on 0. Cosmic just booming it down to Rob. Rob passed on to Whitlock. Whitlock throws one on. Hypnotic does get the save, but this is still so dangerous. Ecrux going for the squish. He bumps his own teammate. Hypnotic on 0 and gets the boost taken from him. Just an absolute mess in the corner here. Whitlock throws it on. It's going to be a little wide. Shaded almost gets dunked by Rob, but it goes a little bit wide as well. Now Whitlock trying to take time, trying to keep possession here. Ecrux is so low, but he finally gets a touch. Shaded just booms one down. Rob going to boom it right back to him, trying to keep this pressure on. Ecrux still on 0, and Hypnotic takes the boost from him. A touch over 2. That's a touch from Cosmic. Back down. Can Whitlock slot it? He goes for it. That's just a little bit wide. Do they send the third? They do not. 10 seconds left. Ecrux needs to make something happen. Cosmic with a big pop up. This one's into the corner. He pops it back into the corner. Ecrux on 0 still. Shaded. He needs to get something going, but he backflips and he's just waiting. I don't know what he's doing. Ecrux keeping it alive. A dunk from Hypnotic on Whitlock. 2 men go. This one goes to the corner. Ecrux needs something. Cosmic on Hypnotic. They keep it up. And a big move from Whitlock finally ends it. I don't know what just happened.
That was absolute chaos to end that game. But ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if K-Tool is here or not, but Scott Sterling gets the job done in 4. And officially, K-Tool's Kittens are no longer defeated. That is a great game there from Scott Sterling. They battle back. Close game 4 there. Unfortunately for PMONEYS Kittens, they just fall a little bit short there. Just a dominant, not a dominant performance, but really, I mean, the Whitlock-Rob combo, I was very, very, very impressed with. And then especially at the end there, Cosmic, I think, was starting to lock in a little bit. Some good play there in game number 4, especially the last 10 seconds there. Had some good defensive plays as well. So, awesome series there. Both these teams kind of throwing haymakers back and forth. But ultimately, it is Scott Sterling that comes out on top.
You know, I think this win can really be acquitted to the fact that Kato wasn't watching. He wasn't streaming. He wasn't even watching. This man is just dead to the world right now, and that's when his team wins.
You know what? That's not bad comms. That is not bad comms. If he was here, they probably would have lost. This guy is just crazy how much of a walking curse he really is. But anyways, we're going to get these boys in for a quick little winners interview before we move on to our final series on the night. So let's go ahead and get these boys in here. Welcome to the winner's desk to Scott Sterling for your guys' first time on the season. And listen, you guys get the job done and you give K-Tool's Kittens their first win of the season. I'll toss it over to you, Whitlock. How does it feel to get the job done here tonight?
Pretty good. I was very confident going into that game. They were the first team we scrimmed and felt very one-sided, so glad we got to show that.
I'm glad too. It was a definitely a heater of a series. Back and forth, felt like there was really no momentum. You know, game 2, it was almost like a Brazil against you guys. Game 3, basically the opposite happens. You guys, it was like 6-2. So I'll toss it over to you, Rob, for this one. What's it like in a series like that to be able to kind of come out on top there in Game 4 to reverse that pattern?
Nice to be in a backpack, man. I got the ball chasing up. This dude had 699 points per game today. So
Holy cow!
I go out there, I do my job. I play around this guy, and he just gets every save and all the shots. And when he shoots it, it just goes in the net. You'll have like a ricochet off two of the opponents' top corner. Like, I don't even need to do anything. This guy's just a goat, man. Happy to be here.
Hey, well, I would say that you also had a pretty big part in the win here tonight. Had a couple great saves and a couple, momentum-changing goals and plays from yourself. So, especially the combination between you and Whitlock was on point. Multiple good points there. So, don't sell yourself too short there, Rob. You had a great series as well.
I
But
appreciate that.
Skull, I'll toss it over to you. You got anything for these boys?
I'm gonna go back to Rob. I did call you out pre-match. I'm sorry, but I mean, you kind of get where I'm coming from. Like
8% is crazy, dude. You got it. 8%. I didn't even. I saw it on the screen. I mean, yeah, like call it out. I would call it out too. Like, what the hell? Who shoots 8%?
As a guy, as a guy who had 12% shooting in week 5 of one season, I feel your pain. So don't worry, bullying helps. I'm just trying to get you on the right track. But no, my actual question for you, do you guys have a big like game plan going into this, or do you have like a big game plan like going into any game, or is it just kind of feel it out, monkey around, do whatever you need to do?
Much more of the latter for now. Whitlock and I played twos for the first time ever earlier today, and so that was nice. We just kind of working on the chem a little bit. We've done like 2 scrims. We like didn't warm up. It's suboptimal practice so far from everyone, particularly myself. So I don't know, man. It's more like we're feeling it out. We're having some fun. We're playing some Rocket League, and like I said, I got Whitlock on the team, so I can just go out there and have a good time, and this guy's gonna just like save everything anyway. So, good luck to me.
Hey, well, I think that's the embodiment of our league, right? We kind of advertise ourselves as a beer league, if you will. So listen, if this is going to be a league to do that, this is where you can do just that. So I'm glad you guys are at least having fun, at the very least. I'll toss it over to Cosmic for the last question here. I'm sure, as you know, a little bit of a rough start to the series, but I think in that game 4 especially.
I know I played it.
Listen, you never know. Walk me through.
What a stupid question.
Walk me through. Walk me through mentally what it took to go out and win in Game 4 here tonight.
Well, I mean, as like someone that this is my second season in Div A, one of the big things you can ask K-Tool. One of the big things about me is that like I'm really stuck in like my gotta hit a clip ways. Sometimes I kind of forget that I'm in Div A, and then I can't exactly hit clips on like Ecrux and Hypnotic as easily as I think I can. But I mean, once I just kind of get myself into that lock in mindset, I got Rob and Whirl. They're pretty good at keeping me locked in. So not Whirl, Whitlock. I got Rob and Whitlock.
You guys would get messed up if you had Whirl. You guys would get messed up if you had Whirl.
Listen, I'm a Div A MVP, bro. Watch your tone.
Okay, we're not going over this again. I've screamed at you so many times for this.
He has one more than me.
Oh, that's true. That's so true.
Wait.
Yeah. If anything, that just proves how unserious that award was.
At the end of the day, glad we could get the win when Futago's team couldn't. So,
facts. Yo, Futago, listen, bro. You might need to pipe down after that one. You might need to pipe down. But, anyways, I just want to give one last final congrats to you boys. You're 1-1 on the season. Well, hopefully, you guys can continue that into your next week, boys.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Thanks for hosting the stream and the casting and the energy and spreading some positivity through Rocket League. I'm a little soft spoken. It's a little late. It's not a little late. My sleep schedule is just terrible. So I appreciate y'all. It's really cool to spread some positivity through Rocket League, and it's my first season of DCRL. I'm excited to be here, and excited for more of this, more of these, more games, more meeting people, having a good time. So appreciate you, and yeah, thank you.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm glad you're here as well, Rob. So good having you. But like I said, good luck next week, boys, and congrats on your win.
Appreciate you.
Peace, peace. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our first series. All right, Cosmic, get the hell out of here. Our first series on the night is done and dusted. It's going to be Scott Sterling taking this one in 4 games. A fantastic win coming from them. Unfortunately, PMONEYS Kittens just cannot get it done. They played well, right? That game number 2 especially stands out to me, Skull. They literally almost Braziled them, which proves that this PMONEYS Kittens team definitely can be a force to be reckoned with if they can just play more consistently like they did in game 2.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's not like they played bad at all, like by any means. But when you got Whitlock and Rob just giving you the 1-2 punch, there's not much you can do besides lay on the mat and just accept your fate.
That is absolutely facts. But anyways, we got another series going on tonight. We got one final one, keeping Uncle Whirl up late tonight. Listen, I've had a pretty decent sleep schedule recently, and this is going to absolutely mess it up. But we're committing to it. Haven't had too much Div D on the stream yet. So we're going to have one more series on the night coming up, a Division D matchup between Big Whiff and Cosmic Copium, who spelled copium in an absolutely... why do I keep saying absolutely? I got to stop saying that. In just a crazy way. So I'm automatically hoping they don't win because you do not spell copium like that. But anyways, Skull, any final thoughts before we go to intermission?
No, not well. I got one. You guys better stay tuned. We got a special guest for next series.
Yeah, so I was just about to say that. I will be piecing out off the casting desk. I'll still be behind the screen pushing all the buttons, but we're going to have a special cast for this next Division D matchup. It'll be pretty interesting, to say the least. So I just want to say a final thank you, Futago, who dropped a 5 gifted. He owned up to his promise. He dropped 5 if... Scott Sterling got the win here tonight, so appreciation to you, Futago, supporting as always. Even if you were being a hater, I appreciate the support to the stream. And thank you to everybody who came through, watch that first series. But like I said, do not go anywhere because we have a special guest joining us on the desk for our second series on the night. So that's going to be it for me tonight. So again, one final thank you. But please stay tuned. We will be going to an intermission, and we'll be back very soon.